And we will begin in child's pose. So any version of child's pose that would feel good to you. We're gonna be here for a little bit. So if you wanna bring a block underneath your hips or your forehead or some other resting posture to start is totally welcome as well. We're gonna spend some time in child's pose because child's pose is the quintessential, one of the quintessential postures connected to the third eye chakra. So the third eye chakra is called the Ajna chakra, A-J-N-A, and it means command. And we'll get more into that as we talk through class. But as you can guess, the third eye is that space in your forehead, physically, at least where the chakra exists in your body. So how your forehead is pushing into your mat or your block in child's pose is bringing a little bit more attention right away to that third eye space. The essence of the third eye is, well, think about the benefit of having three eyes. If we have and lean into one more eye, we have the ability to see something we otherwise wouldn't see. So the essence of the third eye is intuition. It is connection to something higher, something deeper, something more divine. So the third eye space is really where we enter into and bring balance to that higher version of ourselves. So with that in mind, a very simple mantra to connect to your practice: inhale, think I am. Exhale, connected and intuitive. Again, take a big breath in. And a big breath out. As you're ready, engage your Ujjayi pranayama, breathe in and out of your nose, and really recognize that Ujjayi pranayama technique as a gateway to the chakra space. So it's a gateway to your energetic body. And today that becomes your gateway to your intuitive self, your most imaginative, creative, dialed into your inner voice, your higher voice that really helps you make decisions, be clear about choices, understand your boundaries and respect them. All of that begins with breath. Enjoy one more inhale through your nose. Through your nose, breathe out. On your next inhale, breath, shift forward to tabletop pose. Stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And that was about 4 minutes of child's pose. So really take the opportunity here to just start to move. And again, lean into intuition. How does your body want to move first? Maybe your neck is feeling like it needs a little movement. Maybe it's the shoulders. Your spine could certainly go through some cat and cow or some twisting. Maybe your hips get a little bit bigger of a wiggle. Whatever would feel good for you. And as always, remember rights and lefts. If you do something on one side, invite yourself to experience something similar on the other side, recognizing that it will never be exactly the same. And then when all of that initial movement is sufficient for you, push back to your first downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift through your hips. Feel a little pedal in your feet, a little bend in your knees, a little bit more wiggle in your hips or a roll of your neck. Even a little shimmy in your shoulders here might feel good. And eventually coming to stillness in child's pose, push into your palms, lift your tailbone up, feel that nice long spine all the way through your shoulders. Let the crown of your head relax down. Breathe in, lift through your hips. Breathe out, relax your heels down. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, ragdoll pose, step your feet forward behind your wrists. Grab for opposite elbow or forearm. Really move vigorously in child's pose, or be fairly still, or just a little gentle rocking back and forth, whatever feels nice in your body. Let your spine really elongate here through the benefit of gravity. Feel the crown of your head sink lower. Switch your grip as you're ready. And again, where does intuition take you in your practice today? Do you add on here? Do you let yourself just be here? What does it look like for you? And then release your fingertips down. Bring your feet together to touch. Bend your knees a little bit more and then just gently Glide on up to a standing position. Lengthen your legs, tuck your tailbone, lengthen your spine. Get some nice shoulder rolls at the top. And then standing at attention pose, Samastitihi, push your palms to your heart space, blink your eyes closed, spread your fingers wide. The element associated with the Ajna chakra is light. And light can mean a couple of things, like light shining in, illumination. It can also mean feeling lighter. Sometimes things weigh us down because of lack of trust or lack of understanding of our choice or what guides us. So lean into light today, my friends, and let your intention be something connected to light, to intuition, to your connection to a divine sense of being. With that in mind, bring your thumbs to your third eye here, that space just above your eyebrows on your forehead. And whatever your intention is, we'll send it out together. Exhale all the air from your lungs. Big breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Seal your lips, inhale, I am. Exhale, connected and intuitive. And blink your eyes open, palms to your sides. A simple sun A to begin. Inhale, mountain pose, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold, lean forward and hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your collarbones. Exhale, high to low plank, the version you intuitively are guided through. Inhale, upward facing dog, nice choices. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Pause, take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. The last two sun A's are on your own. It is an opportunity to let intuition, again, be a bigger priority in your practice. You can move however you want to move. It can be a traditional sun A. It could be a little adaptation, like some side bends, some twisting, some back bends, maybe a crouch and curl or a cobra. Or you could freestyle it here. You could literally like dance on your mat and let that be your sun A, right? But the point is you get to be your guide and really tap into that third eye space, that sense of intuition, a deeper confidence and belief in that connection to really guide our choices, our behavior, our decisions. Really beautiful, my friends. Remember to connect your breath to how you're moving, and every one of you is moving some way different from each other, which I think is awesome. Inhales and exhales are a part of this as well. Remember, that's the entry point, the gateway to the energetic body. When you get to the end of that second sun A on your own, and there's no hurry yet, so take your time. You can certainly ground yourself back in child's pose. Remember, that's kind of one of our quintessential third eye chakra spaces. Down dog is always a great space, but sometimes to me doesn't feel like a resting posture if I have to be there for more than a couple breaths. But just whatever grounds you, take the opportunity to feel some grounding while we engage with each other. Remember that breath connection, big inhales in through your nose and big exhales through your nose as well. If you're not quite there yet, begin to finish up that second sun B, but again, you do it in your time. If you're in child's pose, gently begin to press your way back through downward facing dog. We'll link up our breath here. Everybody inhale, I am. Exhale, connected and intuitive. Let's do sun B. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold back. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, lift your chest, reach your palms high, pause and breathe here in chair. Sit low into your stance, feel your tailbone tuck underneath and lift your chest up a little bit more. Now press your palms together overhead, breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows so your thumbs drop behind the back of your neck. Wrap your shoulder blades over your upper ribs and feel your biceps press in towards your ears. Stay low in your chair. Now keep your palms together here. Inhale, mountain pose. Push your palms up overhead as you straighten your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your chest as you lower down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank. You can start to vary that however you would like. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, twist your right knee over to your left elbow. Make contact, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step through to your palms. Bring your left knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. As you drop down to your knee, lift your chest, reach up. As you exhale, as we always do in your first crescent moon, we'll hold. So the opportunity here to deepen the posture or adapt the posture in a way that you would like. We will do a back bend variation together, but maybe add a side bend, just a little deeper press of your hips forward. Anything else that would feel good for you. Then arms back up high, push your palms together overhead, breathe in. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your third eye, so thumbs to forehead, and then add a back bend here. We'll call this a third eye back bend as we're flowing. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, press your palms up more towards the ceiling. And we're gonna do a big movement from here. Curl your back toes under. Inhale, high pyramid pose. Push into your back foot. Come to stand, straighten both legs, and then press your palms straight up towards the ceiling above you. So this is a kind of a sneaky balancing posture. So take time to feel stable, squeeze your inner thighs, push into your right big toe, feel your tailbone tuck underneath as you reach up above you. Breathe in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Rebend your front knee as you sweep your palms behind you. Inhale, warrior two. Push your foot down at the back of your mat. Open your chest to the side. Reach long through your fingertips. Come back into that deep lunging front leg. Keep that tuck in your tailbone. Your hips will angle slightly forward. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your right arm down. Lift your left arm up. Feel your right arm and right leg press together, either to the inside of your thigh or the top of your thigh. Open your chest, lift your gaze. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your front knee as you sweep your palm up. Exhale, high to low plank, your variation of choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do it on the left. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, twist your left knee across your body towards your right elbow. Work to make contact. Inhale, kick your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step all the way to your hands. Right knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Come down to your back knee, sweep your palms up. And as you exhale, hold this first crescent moon and find whatever would feel good in your body. You do a little half splits, something else, just whatever. Could hold crescent moon as well. You don't have to do anything. Remember, intuition is the guide. How do we tap into that intuitive space? Palms back up high, push them together overhead, breathe in. Exhale, third eye back bend. Bring your thumbs to your third eye space. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Keep your lunging legs, feel your heart space open to the ceiling. Now that big movement, curl your back toes under. Inhale, high pyramid, look forward. Come to stand, straighten both legs, and then push your palms straight up above you. Squeeze your inner thighs, pivot your left hip a little back. Keep your right heel lifted from the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Rebend your front knee as you reach back. Inhale, warrior two. Push your right foot down. Open your chest to the side. Reach long through your arms and breathe. Keep those deep lunging legs. Feel your tailbone tuck down and shrug your shoulders down your back. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left arm down. Reach your right arm up. Last posture will hold to set up sun B. So feel that length in both side bodies. Push your tailbone in the direction of your back heel and lift your gaze up towards your right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, high to low plank, your variation, your way. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here, big breath in. Big breath out. It's time to flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, feet to touch at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, lift up high. Exhale, press your palms, bend your elbows so your thumbs drop back. Inhale, mountain pose, press your palms up overhead, maybe you look up. Exhale, forward fold, lead with your chest as you lower down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank, travel with your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, hinge your weight forward. Beautiful. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step all the way to your hands. Inhale, crescent moon, come down to your left knee. Exhale, third eye back bend, thumbs to your eyebrows. Inhale, high pyramid, straighten your legs, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, hinge your chest forward. Inhale, warrior two, open your chest to the side. Exhale, extended side angle, lift your gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior, keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, high to low plank, travel your way. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, shoulders on top of wrists. Inhale, kick your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent moon, sweep your palms to the sky. Exhale, third eye back bend, feel your chest lift up. Inhale, high pyramid, press your palms straight up overhead. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, reach, reach, reach behind you. Inhale, warrior two, gaze over your left palm. Exhale, extended side angle, keep your side body super long. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up. Exhale, high to low plank, you travel your version. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause, breathe in. Breathe out. We're gonna add on, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, reach high. Exhale, press your palms, let your thumbs drop behind you. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. You are doing amazing. Stay with breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, kick your right knee to your left elbow. This time we'll hold for fallen warrior. So kick your right foot out beyond your mat, push your right palm down, reach your left arm high. You can also do a modified side plank here with right knee to the mat, or kick your right heel up away from the mat, scissor your legs. Feel the foundation underneath you as you're grounding. Reach above you like you're rising. You're here for 3. Yes, 3-legged dog in 2. And 1, palms down. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent moon, back knee to the mat. Exhale, third eye back bend and hold, my friends. Thumbs to your forehead, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Take an opportunity here to feel that openness. Essentially in the chakra system, we start from a very grounded space and we build from there and open from there. So you've done all of this work, all of these foundations to guide you into this more intuitive space. How does that feel energetically in your body this morning? You look fabulous. You're here for 3. Slow rise up to high pyramid in 2. And 1, high pyramid. Take your time, gaze forward, straighten your back leg, palms towards the ceiling. Big breath in when you get there. Exhale, airplane pose. Put a bend in your right knee. Launch forward onto your right foot. Kick your left foot up and back behind you. Point your left toes behind you. Create some really expansive airplane wings in your arms, broaden your fingers. You're here for 3. Standing splits in 2. And 1, standing splits. Fingertips can come to the ground or your block. Point your left toe back. Maybe you lift it a little higher. Maybe you bring your forehead towards your right shin. Yes, Anna, you're here for 3. Low lunge in 2. And 1, low lunge. Take a big step back to plant your left toes down. We continue our flow. Inhale, warrior 2. Push your left foot down at the back of your mat. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm forward, then down. We'll hold extended side angle to play with binding if you'd like. Half bind, reach your left fingertips back, flip your palm behind you, bring your elbow towards your rib cage, and maybe your fingertips come to grasp your right hip crease. If you want a full bind, you reach underneath your right thigh to clasp your fingers. If it makes you collapse like me, do a 3/4 bind and bring your right hand to the bottom of your thigh. You could also use a strap as kind of the go-go gadget arms. Make your arms a little bit bigger. Work to keep your chest long and open to the side. Then maybe you lift your gaze. You're here for 3. Reverse warrior. You can keep a half bind if you'd like in 2. And 1, inhale, reverse warrior, maybe with a half bind. Exhale, high to low plank, palms to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's pause, take a breath in, I am. Breath out, connected and intuitive. Last side, inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow and hold. Options here include fallen warrior or modified side plank. Left palm underneath your left shoulder, push your hips up, reach to the sky above you while you're grounded to the ground underneath you. That is the chakra system in a nutshell. You're here for 3. 3-legged dog in 2. And 1, palms down, inhale, kick your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent moon. 1 more time, come to your back knee. Exhale, third eye back bend, thumbs to your third eye space. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. So remember, the essence of this space is connection, imagination, the energy of intuition. And if we're intuitive, it means we have faith, we have belief in something that maybe doesn't have a lot of specifics to it, right? So lean into the opportunity to trust. And this heart opening, throat opening space requires some trust. You're here for 3. High pyramid, take your time in 2. And 1, high pyramid, curl your back toes under, gaze forward, lift off your back knee, reach to the ceiling, big breath in, get long in every limb. Exhale, airplane pose, micro bend your left knee to push forward onto your left foot and kick your right foot up and back. Stay long in every limb, flex your left quadricep to strengthen your standing leg. Feel your chest broaden a little more. Yes, so good. You look great, Jen. You're here for 3. Standing splits in 2. And 1, nice, Roxy. Standing splits, fingertips to the mat or your block. Point your right toes behind you. Maybe they go up a little bit. Maybe your forehead comes towards your left shin a little bit. Yes, Alyssa, you're here for 3. Low lunge in 2. And 1, low lunge, big step back and down. Let's finish our sun B. Inhale, warrior 2, press into your feet. Exhale, extended side angle, reach down and then reach up. And then hold to play with binding in whatever way your intuition guides you. Half bind, flip your palm back behind you. Elbow to ribs. Your right fingertips can come to your left hip crease or somewhere towards that direction. Maybe you stay here, maybe you do the 3/4 bind, maybe you go for the full bind. But again, if to get the full bind means that you're collapsing your chest completely down, come back to the 3/4 bind or the Inspector Gadget version with your strap. Lift your gaze, keep working to open your chest to the side. Feel this in your shoulders. So good, you're here for 3. Reverse warrior, maybe with a half bind in 2. And 1, inhale, reverse warrior, reach up, look up. Exhale, high to low plank. Feel your breath guide you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 big breaths, big inhale. Full exhale. Again, inhale, I am. Exhale, connected and intuitive, right into core. Inhale, shift forward to high plank pose. As you exhale, come down to forearm plank. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Option here to push your palms together like that Anjali Mudra we've been doing through class. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Can always do this from your knees, but we're not going to be here too long before we move on. Feel your navel tuck up and in. You're here for 3. Dolphin pose in 2. And 1, dolphin pose, lift your hips. You could walk your feet in a little bit to get your hips a little higher. You could also bend your knees. So dolphin pose is basically down dog from your elbows. Avoid letting your elbows splay open. So keep your upper back engaged to keep your elbows squeezing underneath your shoulders. Now take a big breath in here. Exhale back to forearm plank. Dolphin push-ups. Inhale, dolphin pose. Exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. You can do this movement to a beat. You can keep it real slow and controlled. It's really up to you, but focus on as you lift your hips, you keep your low back nice and long. And as you lower back down, you draw your hips in line with your shoulders. Connect your breath to how you move. Inhales and exhales, there's a rationale for them connecting either way. So just connect your inhale to one of the movements, your exhale to the other one, and let that breath feel intuitive as you move. Yes, really nice. Stay with it in that. Doing great. You're here for 3. Hold your dolphin pose in 2. And 1, hold your dolphin. Lift your hips a little higher. Tuck your navel up and in. Here for 3. Forearm plank in 2. And 1, forearm plank. Drop your hips one more time. Shoulders over elbows. Keep them squeezing in. You're here for 3. High plank pose in 2. And 1, high plank pose. Palms to the mat just for 3. Child's pose in 2. And 1, child's pose. Knees down and open wide. Press your hips back. Bring your forehead to the mat. Whew. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Remember, child's pose is not only a resting, grounding posture, but it's also a third eye chakra posture. So maybe you give your forehead a little massage side to side, just bringing attention energetically to that ajna chakra space. And again, the word command essentially asks us to consider what's commanding us. And is it a space of higher sensibility? Really being open to the possibility of something bigger than us, something bigger than our physical, smaller self, our small s self versions, commanding us, commanding how we move, how we behave, how we talk, how we show up in the world. Everybody take a big breath in. Huge breath out. One more like that. Inhale, I am. Exhale, connected and intuitive. We will meet in down dog, but I would definitely stop and take some water or give yourself anything that you need. We're about halfway through. We're going to do a little bit of a standing series that gets our shoulders active, but also leaning into all the things we do as we add depth, right? A little more balancing, a little bit deeper stretching in the movement, but lots of time today at the end to just breathe and be as well. So as you come back to downward facing dog, find that Ujjayi pranayama, rhythm in your breath, inhales and exhales through your nose. Your energetic body is really alive now, probably. So really continue to invite that energetic part of your practice. Breathe in. Through your nose, breathe out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, standing at attention, thumbs to heart to start, and then we'll set up tree pose on the left side. So bend your left knee, open your knee to the side, and plant your left foot either on your right calf, or you can use your hand to guide your right foot up or left foot up to your right inner thigh. Once you've found your footing, find your balance, push your foot and your leg into each other. It'll help you stabilize. Thumbs can totally stay at heart center, or we're doing third eye stuff today. So you could totally bring your thumbs to your third eye or any other tree pose variation you want to do. I've been enjoying thumbs at third eye with closed eyes, just as a way to engage the third eye more than the other two. And if you wobble, if you fall out, I totally just did. So that's fine. But it's an opportunity to bring a little bit more trust, a little bit more command to that third eye space. But it doesn't mean that we don't use our other two eyes when we need to, right? So just stay connected. Remember, it's okay to wobble. It's okay to come back. If your eyes are closed, open them. Bring your thumbs back to your heart. Point your left knee forward, and then inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Sweep your palms up. Exhale, eagle arms on the left. Bring your left arm under your right, and then add the eagle legs. Bring your left thigh over your right and sink low into your hips. A lot of time on one foot, so you can always bring your left big toe down for a little bit more stability. Square your hips to the front. If you've got a thumb near your third eye, maybe you push your third eye into that space. Stay connected to breath. You look fantastic. You're here for 3. Unravel to warrior 3 in 2. And 1, unravel to warrior 3, kick your left foot back. You can keep your palms pressed together, thumb at third eye, or palms pushed together, reach from the crown of your head, or any other warrior 3 variation you want, just for 3. Step back to warrior 1 in 2. And 1, warrior 1, plant your left foot down, square your hips to the front, reach your arms up high and breathe. Feel your warrior 1 set up underneath you. Right knee on top of ankle. Pivot your right hip crease back. Now push your palms together overhead and look up. Breathe in. Exhale, third eye back bend. Thumbs to third eye. Add the arch in your spine, the lift of your chest, the lift of your gaze. Keep your warrior 1 legs intact. Bend into your right knee. Push into the knife edge of your left foot. And remember, what are you opening to? What guides you today? You're amazing. You're here for 3. Warrior 1 in 2. And 1, warrior 1, lengthen your spine, gaze forward, breathe in. Exhale, add the chest expansion at your back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior, lean forward, guide your right shoulder towards the inside of your right leg. We'll hang out in humble warrior here for just a couple breaths, and then we'll play with a bound humble warrior if you want to. So just notice your footing. Stay grounded at the back of your mat. Let your head hang a little heavier. If you want to do a bound warrior 1, keep your left palm at the small of your back. Take your right hand, reach underneath your right leg, past your right glute, and clasp your fingers towards the outside of your right hip. Reach your chest forward. Keep your legs helping you stay grounded. Gaze straight down. You're here for 3. We'll meet in runner's lunge in 2. And 1, runner's lunge, palms to the inside of your right foot. Come down to your left knee, your palms, your elbows, your block. Let this runner's lunge be a release from what we were just doing. So deeper, leaning into your foundation, connecting to your breath, revisiting your intention, or just revisiting, where are you going today? Where is your practice taking you? What are you thinking about? What are you not thinking about? What are you feeling? What are you physically experiencing? I'm feeling a lot of this, quite honestly, today in my chest, and I'm not sure what that means, but I can feel like a deeper thumping in my chest. So something about this intuitive process is telling me to pay attention to what's going on in my chest. Honestly, probably nerves about moving, but from your runner's lunge, Press back to your palms. We're gonna transition to side plank. So you can decide if your back knee stays down or you curl your back toes under. Push into your left palm. Rotate your left hip down, your right hip up. Full on side plank, stack your right foot on top of your left. Modified side plank, keep your left knee on the mat, or some variation otherwise, star pose, side plank, tree pose, side plank, big toe pose, side plank, all sorts of opportunities. But again, side plank is a really great posture to be that like rooting down, rising up at the same time. You're pushing to your mat, but you're totally working to rise above it. You're here for 3. Yes, high plank pose in 2. And 1, high plank pose, fingertips to the mat, take a breath in. Exhale, tabletop pose. We'll set up cow face legs on the right. So bring your right knee in front of your left knee. Then open your feet wide enough so you can walk yourself back and have a seat between your feet. Cow face legs in my body are not super mobile. So the goal here is to get your right knee stacked on top of your left. You'll see there's a big gap with mine. And if yours are similar, you can take a block and kind of wedge it in to feel more stable. And then work to get your heels back next to your hips. Totally stay like this. Just let your hands rest on your leg. Or if you'd like, you can add eagle arms on the right. Bring your right arm under your left. If you've got a thumb near your third eye, you can push your thumb into that third eye space. Keep your chest lifted, sit bones stay down. If your sit bones feel connected to the mat and you want a little more sensation, you can lean forward, either with the eagle arms or without. Hinge at your hips, let your belly come in towards your right leg. Just for a couple breaths here. If you're leaning forward, slowly begin to come back. Unravel your eagle arms. And then we will meet in down dog. You could walk your palms forward and uncrustle your legs, basically rewinding the way we got in, or just rock your hips to either side and then lift your tailbone up. Find some pedals, some wiggles here. And then everybody take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Let's do it on the other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, mountain pose, root down, rise up. Exhale, standing at attention pose, thumbs to heart, and then tree pose on the right. Bend your right knee, open it to the side, and find your tree pose footing that works when you're standing on your left foot in your body. Once you've got your foot placement there, press your leg and your foot together. That'll help it feel more stable in your lower half. Thumbs can stay at heart center or do that third eye connection here or any other tree pose connection. And again, maybe you try closing your eyes just to see what happens. It's amazing how wobbly that gets so quickly, at least for me. The benefit of having a third eye, right? Learning to use it, learning to see more and see more clearly with it. If your eyes are closed, open them. Bring your thumbs to your heart space first. Point your right knee forward. Then inhale, one-legged mountain, sweep your palms up. Exhale, eagle arms on the right, and then eagle legs on the right. You find your variations of both of those things as you sink low into your legs. Remember with the eagle arms, if one thumb is near your third eye, make that third eye connection with your thumb. Keep your hips square to the front. Spine, core really engaged. You're here for 3. Warrior 3 in 2. And 1. Warrior 3, unravel your legs, kick your right heel back. Thumbs can stay at third eye, heart center, or push your palms out in front of you. Lengthen your low back. Dial your right hip down. We're almost there. Okay, for 3. Warrior 1 in 2. And 1. Warrior 1, big step back. Push your right foot into the mat. Lift your chest, reach high and breathe. You're doing fantastic. Take a moment to set up Warrior 1. Pivot your left hip back. Press into your left heel. Point your tailbone down, breathe in, press your palms overhead. Exhale, third eye back bend. Thumbs to third eye, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Feel that arch in your back, that opening in your throat, opening in your heart, deeper connection to whatever intuitively guides you, my friends. Here for 3. Warrior 1 in 2. And 1. Warrior 1, gaze forward, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, add the chest expansion grip. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, humble warrior, regular humble warrior to start. Left shoulder towards the inside of your left leg. Keep your warrior 1 legs. If you'd like the bound humble warrior, keep your right palm at the small of your back. Reach your left arm underneath your left leg and work to clasp your fingertips towards the outside of your left hip. Hinge your chest forward. Keep your gaze down. You're here for 3. Runner's lunge in 2. And 1. Runner's lunge is a releasing posture. So push your palms down, bring your right knee to the mat. Add in any blocks or variations that would feel good for you in your practice. Deeper connection to breath. Deeper connection to what's happening beyond your physical body, my friends. As you are ready, we will begin that transition to side planks. So you decide which version you want to do. Maybe you lift your back knee up, push your right palm down, roll to the outer edge of your right foot, lift your chest, push your hips up, or a modified side plank. Keep your right knee on the mat. Wherever you are, work to rotate your right rib cage underneath your left. Reach to the crown of your head. Maybe you gaze up, rooted down, and rising up all at the same time for 3. High plank pose in 2. And 1. High plank pose, fingertips to the mat, big breath in. Exhale, tabletop. And from tabletop, set up cow face legs on the left. Bring your left knee in front of your right. Open your feet and walk yourself back to have a seat between your feet. Work to get your heels back near your hips as much as you can. Remember, if you got some big gaps between your knees and your legs, you can totally bring a block in to help fill those gaps. And then feel your sit bones press to the mat. Maybe you have eagle arms on the left. If both sit bones are pushing down, then opportunity to hinge forward as well. Feel that deeper stretch in your hips. I'm feeling it in my hamstring a little bit too. And then slowly rewind, lift your chest. You get out, exit as best you can. You could walk your palms forward, uncrestle your legs through tabletop to down dog, or simply rock your hips to either side and do it that way as well. Once you get to down dog, just wiggle and pedal, let it feel good. And then take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, shift forward to high plank pose, shoulders back on top of wrists. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, lead with your chest. We'll set up cobra pose. Walk your palms back next to your rib cage, point your elbows up. Squeeze your legs together, push your toenails down. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, lift your gaze. As you exhale, take the weight out of your palms, but keep them on the mat. Use the strength of your feet or the pushing into your feet and the strength of your spine to lift your chest a little higher. Feel your collarbones broaden forward and then lift up more from the mat. One more inhale, lift, 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 lift. Exhale, slowly release, forehead down, then left ear to the mat, gaze to the right, palms beside you, face up. Enjoy the opportunity to just melt into your mat. Those energetic highways are flowing, my friends. When we bring balance to the third eye chakra, again, we're essentially opening that gateway to divinity, to a more divine, higher sense of self. And what that means energetically is that we're right sizing our boundaries rather than staying closed and closed off. We are moderating how we open ourselves to the messages around us. We're also not gullible about them. There's still some control, right? But those boundaries are right sized. Bring your chin back to center. You're welcome to do another cobra. Otherwise, let's do a floor bow. For floor bow, kick your heels towards your butt. Reach back and grab for the edges of your feet, the tops of your feet maybe. Squeeze your knees together. Inhale, kick into your hands. Exhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, lift your gaze towards the front of the room in front of you. Squeeze your knees in towards each other, so keep your inner thighs active. Relax your shoulders. Your shoulders are really ready to open here for this. To kick even more, rock your weight forward towards your sternum bone. One more breath in, kick, 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 kick. Exhale, release chin down, right ear to the mat, gaze left, maybe a windshield wiper your legs side to side with bent knees, or just kind of shimmy your hips a little bit, or both. There's lots of ways to think about, the benefits of yoga beyond the physical practice. But one of the things that I often connect to is that in the physical practice, however we approach it isn't unique to our mat. The way we approach our yoga is the way we approach probably a lot of things in our life. So if there's opportunity to recognize a different point of view, a different message, a different way to intuitively figure out how to act, how to move forward, the decisions to make on our mat, that in turn translates into the life off of our mat. Gently bring your chin back onto your mat. Push your palms under your shoulders, curl your toes under. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do half pigeon. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee to your wrist. Keep a flex in your right toes. Point your left toes straight back. Maybe you keep that lifted chest for a couple breaths, or maybe you're ready for your sleeping pigeon or some other version of half pigeon that would serve your body good this morning. Supine pigeon, a seated version, a king pigeon version. Again, where is intuition taking you in your practice today? If this is feeling good, you're welcome to stay here a little bit longer. As you're ready for the left side of half pigeon, let's begin that journey slowly, intentionally. Walk your palms onto your mat, curl your toes under, feel that lift in your hips. Maybe some counter stretches or counter movements that would work in your body. Yeah, really nice choices, y'all. And then in your time, in your way, left pigeon, half pigeon on the left side. Go there in your way. Be just as mindful in the setup, because again, rights and lefts are sometimes very unique creatures from each other. So intuition might mean not just doing the same thing to do the same thing, right? Maybe some props are necessary or would be helpful. Maybe rolling to your back might feel better on this side. We only have one more chakra to go after today's practice, which is kind of interesting. I think we might also do a sequence after that of all the chakras. So we got a few more weeks to go with the chakras before we're done, but I've really enjoyed this process of exploring the chakras through yoga with you all. As you're ready to move out of half pigeon, do so gently, gently, again, intuitively as always. Take your time as you move to whatever's next. Counter stretches, counter movements, downward facing dog. If you're on your back, we'll be with you momentarily, so you're welcome to stay. And then from down dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step all the way through to a seat. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Bring your palms out in front of you. Nice long spine, big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down to your back, one vertebra at a time. And then once your spine is on the mat, your head is on the mat, legs up the wall pose. Push your heels up to the ceiling. If you're near a wall, you may actually want to bring your legs up a wall, and that is fine. You could also grab your block and slide it underneath the very lowest part of your back, your sacrum. It's a nice little pressure point, but it's also a way to take some of the strain out of your legs. We're going to be here for like a minute. So just let everything relax. Shoulders relax. Your palms ground you next to you, or maybe palms on your belly or something like that. Again, whatever feels intuitive. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. And then just let go. This is a super restorative posture known to just help us feel good. So take the opportunity to stay here and to lean into the belief that this will help feel good. If you want to stay here, I highly encourage you to do just that. It's a wonderful place to stay and just be. If you want just a couple more postures in your practice, gently begin to let your knees drop into your chest. You can remove your block from underneath you. And then as you're ready, happy baby. You can keep your hands on your shins or underneath your knees. You can grab for your feet. All of those are totally acceptable versions of happy baby. Find a little rock and roll side to side, a gentle kick in your legs. And then from happy baby, we haven't done any twisting. So let's do a supine twist. Be real gentle about it though. So hug your knees into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Keep your right knee in. Use your left palm to guide your knee across your body. Reach your arm open. Again, not a single twist in our practice. So this supine twist can definitely stay gentle. Think of it, and usually supine twist at the end of a practice, as my understanding of it, is that it's a way to neutralize your spine because we move the spine so much in yoga. So think of this as more of a neutralizer than a like wrenching, twisting spinal movement. And slowly come back to center. Give your knee a squeeze. And then switch out your legs. That leg goes long. Hug your opposite knee in. Guide your knee across your body. Reach your arm open next to you. Twisting the opposite direction, which means you're probably twisting to the right and gazing to the left. But it's actually twisting the left side of your body. I sometimes get confused with supine twist because it's Lots of things happening rights and lefts wise. Gently make your way back to center. Give your leg a squeeze, then hug both legs in. Grasp yourself into a tiny little ball of a human, chin to chest, forehead to knees. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, corpse pose, Shavasana. Let your legs just go long and your feet splay open. Your palms can rest beside you, face up. That means your fingertips curl because your palms are relaxed. Release control of anything, your breath, your vision, and just enjoy. We took about a minute in each of those postures that we just did, which we often sometimes can rush through. So we'll take about 2 minutes here. So relax, enjoy, stay open to wherever your journey is taking you today. One of the hopeful goals of tapping into the third eye space is a sense of clarity. And it could be clarity over something specific. Maybe there's something we're struggling to understand or challenging us. Or it could just be like literally seeing more clearly the world in front of you, your own choices, your own actions, whatever it might be. I hope you take with you some sense of clarity from your mat. Start to wiggle a little, recapture control of your breath. Let wiggles grow bigger, breath grow bigger. And then as you're ready, a long body stretch, reach your arms behind you, point your toes, another big breath in. And a big breath out. Draw your knees into your chest, roll to fetal posture on either side. And then with your eyes closed, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Face the front of your mat. Sit up nice and tall, feel some length in your low back. And start with your palms at heart center. Press your palms together and push your thumbs to your sternum bone. This gesture of offering that you are creating in your palms is something we've been doing our entire practice. And what we are offering up is ourselves, to see ourselves more clearly and be ourselves more clearly. And with that, bring your thumbs to your third eye, that space just above your eyebrows and your forehead, a space of intuition, enlightenment, humility, creativity, insight, and connection. Such a powerful place to spend our time. And I'm grateful we got to do it this morning. Bowing forward, we seal our practice, saying peace, my friends.